Hey everybody, Dr. David Powers here in Rugged Dad headquarters. So I wanted to give you a quick intro for what you're going to find further down on this tab of the webpage. So there are going to be some videos here from a well-known financial personality. And let me preface that a little bit. So Pi is all set up for passive income. I mean, the idea behind all of Pi is that you diversify your investments, you diversify your side hustles, you do so many things in different areas that more and more of that leans toward passive income so that you can enjoy life and fulfill God's calling for your life without having to work so much. You also get to spend a lot more time with your family because that definitely needs to fit into what God's got planned for your life. So at Pi, we're going to expose you, not really expose, that might be the wrong choice. We're going to show you and present you a lot of opportunities to make money. Some of them are more passive than others. Some of the passive ones, they'll require a lot of work up front. And so that's true of any business though. But one of the things here is that we never, I'll say it one more time, never want you to get involved in something where you're putting your financial capital, your home, your family finances, where you're putting any of that at risk. In the past, there have been a few members that would come back to us and they'd not listen to the videos about the Pi strategy, the Pi investing method, or they used money that wasn't really that available for investing and lost it. And so we never want that to happen. Never want you to get into a situation where that is even possible. For some of these investments, I mean, especially in the crypto in the DeFi space, do it with play money. In other words, if you wouldn't be willing to burn that money to start a forest fire, don't do that. But if you wouldn't be willing to use that as kindling, don't use that money to invest in DeFi. Not unless you understand the space incredibly well. So what these videos below are going to teach you is about getting out of debt. If you're still in debt, especially consumer debt, what I want to focus on is consumer debt. I'm talking credit cards, a car that is too much car. I know some of y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. I've made that mistake myself. I'm talking about things that you shouldn't be paying debt on. Credit card interest, I mean, unless you're using the credit cards really smart, you should never have credit card interest. And so some of these videos below are going to explain that kind of thing. And once you see who the videos are from, you'll know what I'm talking about. And so one of the videos is on getting out of debt. Another video will focus on your emergency fund. An emergency fund is a crucial part of your financial plan, and you should always have one in place, especially before you start doing any investing, any risky investing, before you invest capital in a new business or a side hustle. And so I'll go ahead and spill the beans. You might have already seen the videos below, but it's Dave Ramsey. That's who some of these videos are from. And I'll be honest with you, my story with Dave Ramsey goes back a really long way. Before I ever got married, me and my wife were engaged, and my father-in-law wanted us to go to this Dave Ramsey seminar with him. And we went, and it was really interesting. I had never been exposed to Dave Ramsey's information before. Truly interesting. But at the lunch break, my father-in-law came up, or my future father-in-law at the time, came up to me and said, "What do you think about this stuff?" And me, in my infinite wisdom in my early 20s, about to marry his daughter, said, it's good information. I really like it, but I'm young and I think I'd rather just have fun and we can always pay this stuff off later. And so he still allowed her to marry me despite that, vast financial wisdom I had in my youth. But from then on, I got to be honest with you, we got on the Dave Ramsey train and got out of debt, and we did the snowball thing. We did all the Dave Ramsey steps, and we found out one of the big problems with Dave Ramsey's stuff that you'll run into if you do that is it's all geared towards less and less and less and less. It's one of the reasons I gravitated towards Travis Peters, who introduced me to Pi and the founder of Pi, is that Travis Peters is big on getting out of debt, big on emergency funds, big on using your finances for God, but Travis focuses on increase. For instance, here's an example. Instead of Dave Ramsey's premise might be get 15 side jobs and cancel every subscription you have. And his big tagline is always sell so much stuff that your kids wonder if they're next, which I did that. And the kids were scared. But Travis focuses on increase, whereas Travis would say, enjoy some of the things that God's blessed you with and just try to make more money. Make more money instead of just always downgrading everything. And so I want you to keep that in mind. Even Dave Ramsey himself has said that after years of doing his programs that people will get out of debt, and then they'll get to a point where they can actually enjoy their finances and enjoy what God's given them money-wise, and they don't know how. They're still gazelle intense, like Dave says, to get out of debt and stay out of debt, but then they have money and they don't know what to do with it. They feel bad going to the grocery store and buying the good single origin artisan roasted coffee, which I really enjoy, and they'll still buy Maxwell House, which isn't really coffee. It's just brown water that pretends to be coffee. And they'll live like that even though they've got money. So that's what I want you to focus on. So if I could give you a couple of steps, and I'll put these down below in the description before the videos, is watch Dave Ramsey's videos below. See if you're at a point where you need to do some of his stuff before you start investing. And then once you've done that, listen to some of Travis's YouTube videos. I'll put the link there to those too. They're not right in the pie program here that's on his YouTube channel. And compare what Dave says with Travis's increase philosophy. I think you'll enjoy it. But most of all, I'll say it one more time, is before you start throwing money at these investments, and any of the risky investments especially, make sure that financially you're in the right spot and you're where you need to be. So I hope you enjoyed my short video. I hope you enjoy the next ones below. And most of all, I hope you get out of pie everything that God wants you to have financially and that you enjoy doing it. Y'all take care.